back to another Talks with Finthentic. Thank you for joining us. On this vlog today with us is Simon Moser. Simon is the founder of a company called PolyGrowth, which is a marketing specialist, but I'll let the man himself tell us more about that. So Simon, what can you tell us about somebody that knows nothing about PolyGrowth? What is PolyGrowth?
Yeah, first of all, thanks so much for having me. PolyGrowth in basic terms is a PR and content marketing agency. So what does that mean? It means, for example, we specialize in media relations, which is getting companies featured in very high profile media like Forbes, TechCrunch, Yahoo Finance and so on. And through that we help them generate a reputation, build trust with the existing audience. And apart from that, we also do SEO focused marketing, which is essentially creating content that ranks well on search engines, and we design that content in a way so that it converts to clients. So that's what we also call monumental marketing, which is our own marketing strategy that we developed.
Monumental marketing.
Yes.
Okay. What is the core out of these services? What are you strongest in?
Yeah, I think we're both very strong in the media relations space, so organizing these media features. It's something we've been doing for 5 years now. It was the first service that we offered, and it's been, I think, our most popular service until today. But the monumental marketing, which focuses on SEO, optimized articles, is also very strong now. It's becoming stronger and stronger over time, and it also helped us personally to build a big client base and
your own brand.
Yeah, increase our reach significantly.
As what I'm hearing is very nice, but as PolyGrowth, what is your edge? What makes you stand out from other PR agencies?
Yeah, well, I think there are a few things that would make us stand out, or context or network. But I would say the most important thing that we can offer our clients is a certain amount of security and flexibility when it comes to these services, because many people who have worked with a PR agency before, they probably got a proposal which says you need to pay me 20,000 a month, and for that I guarantee nothing. And it's all like
so this happens in your business.
Yeah, so I would say at least 50% of the people that come to us as a customer, they told us, yeah, we were burned by another PR agency. We paid them 20 grand, and then they got a press release and a small article. And the PR agency said, yeah, great, here's the next invoice, please pay. So they were really frustrated with that. It's quite common. It's ridiculous, but it's common. So we wanted to offer something that is fully based on the results that we bring. So we don't charge like a retainer that is not tied to anything. When we charge something, it's always tied to, you will get this placement, or you get a Forbes.
Clear.
Yeah, you will get something which is equally valuable as Forbes. And what we will also do is, if we do like a large outreach, so reaching out to many different media, of course you can't know always what exactly will turn out, but we will always confirm with the clients, hey, we got an interest from Wall Street Journal. Do you want this feature? This is the price. Just to remind them, and there's never any bad surprises, which is again quite common in PR. So I think that's something which really makes us stand out. And we notice, especially in the current financial crisis, that most of our clients that stayed with us, despite having financial difficulties, they did so because they had a certain flexibility and also reassurance that whatever they pay for, they get actual results. And other PR agencies, I think they lost a lot of clients recently, because if money is like not coming in on a regular basis anymore and you're struggling, what's the first you're going to cut? Is the services you can't tie a specific value to, or you're not even sure if you're going to get anything out of that.
And marketing it's one of these things where it's easy to overestimate or underestimate what it actually means to your bottom line.
Yes,
so
correct.
It sounds like, Simon, that I think your reputation, your track record is very important in your business. Yeah, absolutely. Even us ourselves, we realized a lot of marketing agencies which were very questionable, they popped up overnight, happened over COVID. I think a lot of people tried to do this, and it's gotten a little bit of a bad record. Yeah, but maybe it's a good idea to give us one or two case studies that clients that you've worked with, just quickly, because I know obviously it's a very large scope, but quickly, two case studies and we can understand a bit about your track record and again why people should understand PolyGrowth is one of these companies you can absolutely trust and give them your PR.
Yeah. So to provide some context, maybe we are specialized in anything tech related, mostly finance, fintech, blockchain. That's our core focus. But we have worked with many e-commerce, consumer tech, enterprise tech, and also professional services. So we're very broadly positioned to help these companies. And over the years, we've worked with anything from a small startup to unicorn business to like a Fortune 500 company like Citibank, with whom we've worked earlier this year. We got one of the CEOs placed in various different media like Forbes in an interview in International Business Times. But I would still say our main focus are the business services, B2B services. Yeah. And one of our clients, for example, they've been with us for just about 1.5 years. And
it's a good amount of time.
Yeah, it's a long time, and they've been consistently investing in PR. They develop blockchain solutions for large organizations and the US government. So we're talking about like eight-figure deals on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And for them, trust means everything. And there's very little marketing they can do because people in the government and large organizations, they don't go on Facebook and watch ads. You can't convince them through that. So they invest a lot in PR, and interestingly, a few weeks ago, they came to us. They told us, "Hey guys, we need to cut our marketing budget because of the financial crisis that is happening, and everyone is reducing their spend."
Sure.
But they then came back and said, "Okay, we fired our entire sales team. Our CMO will be let go of." But PR is actually the one thing that has worked for us all this time. So we're going to double down. And they basically said we want as much PR as we can get because they've been always getting feedback. Hey, I've read that article about you in TechCrunch and it sounds really great.
What a nice review about how effective your work is.
It's difficult to grasp really, but if you listen to your customers and the people that you talk to, you will then be able to find out how many found you through these PR features. Or what did that do to them? What did that change in their view on you?
We can agree there's huge value on the PR. Alex touched a bit on it when you said about COVID. We can agree that the PR agencies peaked during the COVID. Now that COVID finally is getting out of our lives, how PR changed?
Yeah, I would say COVID hasn't necessarily influenced PR as much as maybe like other marketing sectors like ads, but there's definitely a huge change in PR happening, which has started before COVID. It's actually started with, I would say, with the rise of social media. Because if you think about it, 20 years ago, if you got featured by Forbes, it was probably in the print media.
Absolutely massive.
Yeah, every single article had such a big reach, and you would automatically get clients the next day.
Now it's better to get Logan Paul to tag you, so the name has become the brand.
Yeah, but not only that. What I'm trying to say is the content volume available right now has increased by 100 times, whereas the content you consume has maybe increased by 10 times. So there's way more content, and even like every article that is published by even a big media nowadays is not guaranteed to get a certain amount of readers. Maybe there's no readers at all. So you have to have a clear strategy how you make sure that this article gets read by the right people, by your target audience. And working with influencers is one way, especially if they boost your PR. But influencers is extremely cost intensive, I would say, especially the bigger ones. PR, on the other hand, is still not extremely cheap, but it's a much better investment. Yeah, for influencers, you really need you're taking a big risk, and you need to know exactly what you're doing. Because you get this one time where Logan Paul features you, and that's it. But a PR article, if you're featured on Forbes, you can leverage that for years. You can put it on your website, in your marketing.
It's something you could put as a citation in your CV or something.
Yeah, it's an external validation, so that's worth a lot by an independent party that is trusted by everyone. So that's the big benefit here. It boosts your reputation long term, not just for 1 week, let's say.
Yeah.
So based on what you said, I think the next question is quite important. How could AI get involved into your type of business if they can get? Because we can agree it's taking over slowly.
Yeah, I think
Or how have you leveraged AI yourself to kind of enhance your business and be able to deliver quicker or more smartly?
Yeah. So I think generally my field is very much influenced by AI now, because it's all about content, and AI is starting to get better and better at creating content. So naturally, we're also using ChatGPT and soon hopefully more softwares to increase our article output, make things easier. Maybe get multiple types of content created automatically. Yeah. But we have to remember, it's like AI has so far allowed us to maybe like fire our low-skilled writers who are just doing like basic legwork. Yeah. But it's not possible.
The Fiverr kind of,
Yeah. Yeah, even a bit higher than that, but it's not possible to do anything on the high-skilled end with current AI models. So especially if it's like research involved, if it's advanced SEO tactics involved, it's far from actually replacing.
And also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Google now filters it. They're able to understand this is from AI, and it doesn't even rank as well as a few months ago.
Yeah, so it's correct that they have this filter. Officially, Google says we don't rank AI content differently. Okay. I don't believe that to be true. It's often that Google says, yeah, we're doing this, but no one really knows. My experience is that it does affect it. If not now, 100% it will affect it in the future. But even if you use AI to make your content, you will have to edit it in the end. Yes. And that will change it, how it's affected. And I played around a lot with these AI detectors. And if you get a draft prepared by ChatGPT and then you edit it heavily, it never gets noticed as AI content. So that's the key. You have to invest the time. It's not a problem solver without any effort. It just reduces the effort that you have. It makes things faster. And for that, it's really great. And it's already a great help without a doubt, and a great money saver as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what else is coming. I'm hopeful that these programs will get better. Yeah, I'm sure they will. I'm hopeful that other AI techniques will help as well, like the image creation stuff. I'm not too much convinced of that yet, but things are progressing very fast this year. So
for sure, it seems like just 2 months ago, ChatGPT came out. Now, yeah, everyone's using it as a co-pilot or some sort of assistant, and I think that's how you can leverage it the most. But nothing, absolutely unbelievable right now. I think that's still coming. So, okay, awesome. You're focused on tech specifically. This is your forte. I like the fact that you deal with, be it from startups all the way to Fortune 500 companies, companies that work directly with the government. That's actually, frankly, a very good stamp of approval. And finally, let's touch on how, from what I understand, you're here in Limassol, Cyprus, which is the hub, the capital of Forex. It still is. It's becoming more of a fintech hub, right? There's more fintech companies that have relocated here. They brought all their staff here, gaming companies, whatnot. But you're also global. If I understand, you have actually people in America. You're actually a global marketing agency. Can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So our client base is truly global. I would say at least 50% of our clients are in the US. We have a lot of clients in Europe too, in Australia, even in China now. We're working right now with two really big companies in China with almost $1 billion market cap each.
Amazing.
So yeah, I mean, we don't discriminate based on location. We work with the Gulf region too. And I would say there's no limitations in which region we can serve, because we have contacts with all the local media too. We can publish in Gulf media, we can publish in Chinese media, but most of the times people come to us for the US media because they want to penetrate that market.
Yeah. Top tier. Perfect. Simon, thank you very much for joining us. We hope that more of the FX CFD industry would also kind of take advantage of marketing practices outside our industry. Particularly B2B providers. It's like many of them are kind of dinosaurs left in the past. But if you do want to find out how you can bootstrap some growth, or how you can, better grow your brand name, have a chat with Simon. Thank you for joining us. See you in the next one.